guys, it's Epoch. We're doing a collection video today. I don't have anything too expensive to show you guys, but I do have some really interesting stuff. I've been on the money grind recently. As you guys can see, I only have like 80k on me, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of flipping, so I've not really been trying to spend a whole lot on the old Pokemon collection, but yeah, I got some interesting stuff. I want to show you guys. I want to tell the lore behind some things, and yeah, so let's get into it. So the title of this video is going to be something along the lines of, I found the rarest item in POKEMMO, so I bought 2 of them, I think is what I'm going to name it. And that's referring to this, the Fab Mail. It is, I believe it's the rarest held item you can give to your Pokemon, so when people think about upgrading their shinies, they think about like maxing the stats out, giving it nature, giving it all the particles. This is one more thing you can give to it, is the held item. I paid 7 mil for this one, and I paid 11 mil for this one. And the reason why this is so expensive is because it was only, from my understanding, it was only available during sometime in 2014 or maybe a year or two before that. The NPC trade for Jinx within the games, the Jinx would be holding this Fab Mail, and I've talked to some older players, and they said that that trade was one that a lot of people did because it was like just a good way to get like a decent ice type during your story run. But the amount of people that actually kept the Fab Mail and the amount of people that actually know it's a rare item, these things hardly ever come up. I've been searching for one for a very long time. One of my viewers actually came to me and sold me one of them, and the other one I think I just bought off the GTL. I actually can't remember, but yeah, I'm looking to make a collection of these. I think every time I buy a 2012 shiny, I'm gonna throw one of these on it just for the aesthetic. Yeah. Some of you may know the other rare item, the other rare held item you can get is the Prism Scale. I think this one was given out as like some sort of glitch. It wasn't like intended to come into the game. It was around the same time the prismatic shards, or prismatic pearls came into the game. This is basically like, yeah, it's a glitched item. They shortly removed the way to obtain it out of the game, and yeah, there's been a few of these in circulation. I also don't really have a shiny that would really match the colors of the Prism Scale, apart from like, I guess Butterfree kind of does. Not really, but you get what I mean. It would be cool to have like a shiny that had these colors that I could put this as the held item. But Fab Mail kind of goes with everything. I don't know. I'm weird about aesthetic stuff like that. So yeah, that's the rarest item in the game, and I went ahead and picked up 2 of them. So that's that. Let's go into the weird Pokemon tab. So I have these organized at the top by the like newest catch date, and at the bottom the oldest. So let's go into it. This is a Glitch Swarm Luxio. So this is like a mid-stage evolution, and it was found at level 4. I picked this up for a really good price. I think I got it for like 80k. You can search these by looking up level 4 and then Luxio. Yeah, there's a couple of them. I don't think the Swarm has happened since 2022, so these are probably becoming a little bit rare. Really, really interesting Pokemon. If there was ever a shiny one of these, it would be one of the most unique Pokemon in the entire game. But I haven't heard of that. And then we have this. This is... So I bought this, right, because the gift Pokemon in Pokemon, they have all 15s, right? So your starter, when you log into the game, it will have 15, 15, 15, 15. Like, that'll be its stats. But you can't trade it. So if this thing was all 15s across, it would be so rare, and it would be so like it would be so cool for that reason. But sadly, it's fucking 1 IV off, so that's why I named it so close. Yeah, this is one of the most ridiculous dittos I've ever bought. I picked this up for I think 400k. Really cool. And now next, I'm really excited to show this one because I used to collect these on my old account, and when that account got wiped, fucking so many of these got taken out of the game. I used to collect low IV wild caught Pokemon, and this is the lowest one I've ever bought. This is a 5 total IV wild caught Tauros. Like, it's base 2s, 3x0. This thing is ridiculous. I did not pay that much for this. I think I paid only 15k, something like that. Yeah, really, really, really rare to find one that's this low and this low of a highest IV as well. Like, I guess the equivalent of this would be like what, base 29s for like a regular Pokemon, but the fact that every IV is so low, it's a really rare one. So let's see, what else? So I was talking to this guy named Maximus, and he is a old Pokemon collector. He told me that Chinchou is one of the rarest species for 2013, and I don't believe the collection I was given had a Chinchou in it, and I had to go back and look to see if it does, but these two went up for not a whole lot of money, so I just went ahead and picked up two so I could have the full line eventually of Lantern. Really cool. This is a really unique one. So I usually don't collect 2014, just because it's a little newer. I figure it's never really going to be expensive as 2012 or 2013, just because, like, I don't know, you get to a certain point and the age allure kind of like rubs off a little bit. But this is especially insane because I believe breeding had just come out at this point, and this thing is 1 IV off perfect. Like, this is the highest IV old Pokemon I've ever seen. I've never seen a 6X from 2014. I've never seen a 6X from 2013. This is about as close as I'll get. It's kind of sucks that it's a Jolly Nature, I'm not gonna lie. But I picked this up for breeder price, so I figured I didn't do too bad. I guess that's kind of the theme of this video, is getting really good deals on really wacky stuff. But yeah, this will look good in the old collection. I believe I have a 2014 Bulbasaur that's 4X, but it doesn't have a 30 and it's not 5X. So this is definitely my newest, highest IV Pokemon. I also really just like Milotic, like my old 2012 collection. I used to have a ton of Feebasses. Yeah, really happy that I bought this. Pretty cool. And then this is kind of similar vein. This went up around the same time. I kind of dyslexia bought this, I'm not gonna lie, because I thought the name said anonymous. I was like, damn, dude, that's sick. But it's anonymous. Pretty easy mistake there. But yeah, this is just the 4X31 2014. I think I paid 400k for or something like that. A little bit on the high side, but I thought this was just pretty interesting. Also thought it was really weird that it's just like a Paras, and they didn't even make it into a Parasect. So yeah, that's that. So here is a 2012 Seal and a 2012 Carvana that I sniped. Got both of these for really, really cheap. This Carvana has crazy stats, base 20s across, and it was only 1k. Carvana, I believe, is one of the Halloween-only Pokemon, so pretty cool one to get for only 1k. I think this is worth like 200 something. Seal is also pretty sick. Not much to say about that. And then this was given to me by a friend, Kuko. This is a 2x31 Ditto from 2012, which is pretty ridiculous. I believe Ditto was a somewhat hard to find Pokemon back then, and on top of that, 2x31 is already pretty challenging to make a collection of. Like I said, when my old account got banned, I think most of them got wiped out of the game. I had like I believe 3 rows of 2012s with 2x31, including a Charizard. Ditto's kind of similar rarity to a Charizard, though. You won't see many of these that go up. And it's also just kind of, it's extra cool that it's a Ditto. I'm not going to lie, I just like it. So yeah, that's that. And then on the vein of NPC trade Pokemon, I picked up some really cool ones. So I believe I already have this one. I think I already have this one. And I think I already have this one, but the one I've never had is this Electrode. For some reason, this Electrode never comes up for sale, and I was able to buy each of these Pokemon, I think for, I forget what the combined price was, but I overpaid for these ones, and then I got this one for a decent. Yeah, I was really stoked to get this. I think the only other one is like on the GTL for some really messed up price. Let me look. Okay, yeah, it's gone now, but there was one up for like 30-something million. I don't think it's worth that, truthfully. Like, I really think that, like, there's not that many 2012 collectors that'll actually pay out for one of these. But it's still super sick, and I'm glad to have picked it up. So yeah, that's that's all the collection updates I have. Let me see if there's a couple Pokemon on the GTL still that I want to show off. Let's see, lowest price, Garm. Yeah, this thing is insane. So I'm probably not gonna pick this up because like it doesn't really fit with my collection that well, and also I'm like really not trying to spend 18 mil on some bullshit right now. But this is crazy. I just wanted to show this. It's 3x natured wild caught shiny Skarmory. Like, what is that? My friend Noonan showed this to me earlier. If anyone wants to pick this up for their collection, this thing would be crazy. And if Teal Ian is watching the video, bro, keep this for yourself. This is an insane catch. This is the fucking 18 mil is never gonna be worth how rare this is to have this in your OT collection. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. And like always, take care.